Hey guys, xSRx WiLLYKiNz here. I'm doing a commentary on NASCAR. This is a racing league. This is race 3 through 6. Race 4 was Watkins, Glen. It's kind of screwed up race, not really exciting. It was a runaway. So we didn't post that, and yeah. The 11 car, I think, this is race 3. This was, I had some problems with this, that was just jacked up. Everybody was trying to go fast. 4 car ends up wrecking that guy. Kind of, made that guy a little mad. He was kind of raging in the lobby. It was pretty funny. But I had the fastest car, led the most laps. I was out front like all the freaking race. And then I got in the wreck. I was actually at the beginning of the wreck. I was in the lead, and someone I think it was the 4 car actually, took me out as soon as the car, as soon as we got into turn 1. And then that's why we was in the second. I think it was the second green light checkered. 42 car gets in the wall right there, and I'm like, alright, I'll be able to pick him off, but couldn't catch up to him. But yeah, as you can tell by the points, why there's a break as it switches to the next race. This is race 5 at Las Vegas. The 48 car is in the lead by a little bit over me. I'm still in second. I got a win, so I'm pretty happy with that. He's got 2, but we're gonna race Talladega, race 6, which was the last race. It was about 11 o'clock at night. We raced that race. We're going to race Talladega first Wednesday because, celebration of Talladega weekend. Then after that, we're going to go to Bristol, and then if we have time, Richmond. So yeah, guys, if you can, you see this video, you have NASCAR 2011 the game, hit me up, hit my gamer tag. You can see my gamer tag on the screen right here, and join us, race with us. It's pretty fun. We have a really good time. We have a lot of clean races. I think there was only about 6 cautions and 50 laps, which is pretty good. That's about a caution every 10 laps, but it was actually really, really clean for the first 20 laps. I think there was 1 caution in the first 30 laps, and then at the end everybody's trying to go. And Martinsville is a really short track, and you know how that works. I think Bristol's going to be the same. It's going to be clean for the first, probably, I'd say we'll race 50 laps on it. I'd say it'll be really clean for the first, 30 laps, and then the last 20 is going to be just crazy. I hope I can get a win there. I'm really good at Bristol. It's kind of the closest track to me where I live now in Tennessee. And xSRx LIGHTxHERO lives just right beside me. So hopefully me and him can do good at that track because we race it a lot because it just seems to pop up a lot online. And we do a lot of pub racing and all that. But then here I had a really fast car. I didn't lead the most laps, so you really can't see it because I didn't show the beginning of the race. But I was up there the whole time, and I thought I'd win this one. But then I made a pit stop because I was part of the wreck, as you can tell by my car. I was part of that wreck that led to this. I don't even think this is green light checkered, but that led to this. Yeah, this ain't a green light checkered. This was just a caution coming out, about 4 to go, and thought I could win it. And then right here I get I lock him up because I did not want to hit the 48. I'd say if I would have hit him and went on, I probably could have got a maybe a 3rd place finish, but then that probably would have wrecked him, and then I'd had to deal with all that. I didn't really want to do that. Then here on the last lap, it's like when I know I gotta go, and I start making mistakes. Like right here, I get into the wall, and I'm trying to get everything out of the car right here. And that's how it is. That's how I am, at least with these races. Is I'm just like, gotta go, I gotta go. And then I wreck right here. This is pretty funny. I get into this ball and I wreck, and then xSRx right here is trying to go, and he wrecks trying to get by me because he touched the grass, and he spins to the finish. And I was like, oh man, I had to freaking, this is just demoralizing. When you're that close, I'm like, I'm finishing backwards. Screw it. Not even gonna try to turn around. I'm just gonna finish backwards. Then my AI runs into the wall. Pretty smart AI right there. But this Talladega race was dominated by xSRx LIGHTxHERO with me pushing him. He led, I think, 22 laps of this thing. And, he dominated this, as you can tell, I led laps, so I was happy about that. I got an extra bonus point. But, he dominated this Talladega race that is going to be coming up after this race. And I feel bad that he didn't get the win. It was kind of my fault. I was pushing him the whole time. And then, with a couple laps, I think it was about 4 to go, I spun. And the reason I spun is because I bumped him coming out of the corner because they started reeling us in. I think they was they was about 3 seconds behind. Then I made a mistake and we got separated, and they was drafted in a straight line, and the way the draft works. Me and him, you know, was going tandem. I mean, we was tandem for the whole thing, and I hope that's what we can do. We're really good drafting together because we trust each other, and we've done it so much. You know, we know each other. And hopefully in the next Talladega race, which will be the first race this Wednesday. And this draft, I caught the draft, but I just could not get up. I mean, they have to be going about 190 something, and I just could not keep up with them. I ended up catching one of them, you know, with about it was about 2 laps to go, and we tried to draft up. But me and that 48 car just could not go. Like, he started pushing me, and I don't know what it was. I think I used all my car up or something, pushing Matt, because I just could not go. And see, that's the thing. Next Talladega race, because at one point we was about 5 seconds ahead of the whole field. I'm just gonna be like, hey Matt, we're backing off. Okay, well, no more bump drafting, because I don't know what it was. My car just refused to go, and that's just demoralizing when you're that fast, and then your car just won't go at the end of the race because you used it so hurried. I mean, I ran it hurried these last couple laps because, you know, I thought me and Matt was going to run away with it. So I wasn't really worried about it because, you know, he'd been up there. And I'd say his car wasn't as good, but, you know, he was the puller. I was pushing him the whole time. And that's usually how it is. I push Matt because, you know, I like to be the car pushing because I know if someone wrecks, it's not going to be me. I mean, I know that sounds bad, but I don't want to be the car that, you know, the car that's going through the infield on the final lap. I like to be the car pushing. And also, another reason is when you have to block, and I don't like blocking coming to the line because I always like end up hesitating, because if you block too early, you're gonna take yourself out. If you block too early, you're gonna, you know, they're gonna get by you. Is what I meant to say. But if you block too late, you're gonna wreck yourself. And I just hate that. I like to be the car that, you know, I like to leave for that guy to block me. If he blocks me, he does a good job at it. But yeah, see, I get this draft crossing for the white flag. I'm like, alright, now I just got to get on this bumper and we can go. And that's what I thought was going to happen here. But that's not what happened here at all. Because I'm telling you, I had to use so much of my car up. Because I get on this bumper right here and it just kills my momentum. I guess he was going a lot slower than me or something. And, you know, thinking about it after I've watched this a couple times, you know, thinking about what I'm going to talk about doing it, I was thinking, well, if I shot by him there, you know, if I would have been like, hey, 11 car, because, you know, we're all in game chat and we can talk to each other. If I told him move up the racetrack and then he grabbed me, we might have been able to get a little bit farther up. We did actually start catching him a little bit, but right there I broke away and I was like, alright, I'm not finishing 5th. I'm going to go for 4th here. So I broke away from him, and we have a good little drag race coming to the finish right here, and I'm got him, and then we touch, and, you know, I'll admit, I am touching him on purpose to break his momentum, to keep him from getting by me, and we're just like sitting there smacking each other, make sure I beat him to the line. I end up beating him to the line, so, you know, 4th place finish, happy with it, you know, not too bad. I did lose a couple points because the guy was finished 2nd, but, you know, I'll get him back next week. And that's the way it is. As long as I'm in the top going into the chase, I'll feel happy.